Rental Family. So just to read off the Letterboxd description, the tagline is "Happiness tailored to you." An American actor in Tokyo struggles to find purpose until he lands an unusual gig, working for a Japanese rental family agency, playing stand-in roles for strangers. As he immerses himself in his clients' worlds, he begins to form genuine bonds that blur the lines between performance and realities. So this was directed by Hikari, who did the TV show Beef. I think you've seen it, Jack. Have you
I
seen
love Beef. I think it's a great show. Great show. Great first season. I
it?
can't wait for season 2 when that drops eventually.
I thought it was I don't know. I thought it was a limited series, but obviously it's not.
Yeah, it's a limited series, but I think they're going to do a season 2 where it's like different cast. Like it's different. I think Oscar Isaac's going to be a fun lot.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
I think. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. So, is there any points you want to bring up about Rental Family to start us off?
I can't wait for us to talk about it because I haven't even spoken to you about it. But I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I think I'll like it more than most people because I didn't expect to enjoy it that much. I just expect to think it was alright, 3.5. Would never think of it again. But I
think
came off it. What's it?
I think it's a very Japanese coded film in the sense of I think if you're someone, and there's a lot of people that love Japan and are like Japan this, Japan that. I think if you're that person, this film is for you because the amount of not B-roll, but the amount of shots of Japan they use is astonishing in this.
The start that's just like shops, anime, all that.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I guess
there's a lot of there's a lot of shots of Philip, who's played by Brendan Fraser, just walking around Tokyo, and there's one where he's rushing to try and catch the metro. Like there's a lot of shots of Tokyo and Japan, and I think it's very much a Japan coded film, and I think that it's very and again I think even then I think you think back to stuff like Ozu, it's very these heartwarming films, and I think it's a very Japan coded film at the end of the day, and I think it does remind you a lot of someone like Ozu's films, that something like Good Morning, which is very sweet, very heartwarming, and I think it ultimately has that charm at the end of the day.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I really like this film. I'm not even like a Japanese glazer, but no, I do really. I enjoyed it a lot. I think. Yeah, me liking anime doesn't equal me loving Japan.
No, I know.
Yeah, thank God, man. But no, chance
but yeah, I think Brendan Fraser is such a good role for him because he's such a likable guy in real life, and Philip, whose character is so likable in this. It's like he is just such a heartwarming character, and it's genuinely
kind of a perfect role for him if we think about it. Because in this film, he had Brendan Fraser's character, Philip. He had like a big role. I know not big to Brendan Fraser. It's a toothpaste commercial, but everyone knows him for that. And then Brendan Fraser's known for The Mummy. And if I'm going to be honest, that's maybe a stretch. Rental Family could be a metaphor for The Whale, because Brendan Fraser hadn't done anything for The Whale, or not much that was popular. And then he did The Whale, and now he's into acting again. And I think, that's what I think Rental Family's meant to represent, is just, Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
His career revival. Which I think is the reason why he took the role. And, it definitely means
What do you think of... What do you think of the morality of a rental family, though? What do you think of the morality behind it? Do you think that, you should be able to go and pretend that this person is your dad, hire someone, or what do you think about the morality behind it?
I would say, yeah. I mean, I'd be up for it, because it depends. I think it should be a set time limit. I think it should be depends on the circumstance. I don't think you could. I think being a husband for a wedding, as they do in this film, is fine. If it's a one-time thing, if it's hey, I want to hang out with my dad for a day, yes. But if it's something long, pretending to be a dad for 4 weeks straight, it becomes a wee bit. Though if it's hiring a friend for once a week, if you have the money and it's not every day, I think it's fine, but it's only when it becomes way too close because then you can easily get broken because it's someone doing their job. That's what I think personally. But the morality of a rental family.
I agree. I think if it's a one-off thing, then sure, but I think it's a bit cruel to pretend this guy's your dad for 4 weeks. I just think that's a bit cruel, and I think you definitely see that he's sort of, feeling that morality. It's like, is this right? Should I really be doing this?
Job he does. He does it,
he's a bit.
The toilet, hand.
Yeah, he's a bit.
Because I would say a good example is like if your dad died and you wanted to just relive a good day with him, fair enough. But if you're like every day, because it gets to a point, I think. So that's what I think of the morality, at least, of it.
Yeah. I agree. And I think it's quite, funny in places, and I think that's come back to it. I think it's inspired by a lot of Ozu films. I haven't really seen many. I've only seen Good Morning and Tokyo Story, but I still think it has that humor of, that innocent humor, that, that likable characters. And I think that it kind of, you can definitely see a lot of the Ozu inspiration from it, which I really, really liked. And I said that before. But yeah, it's the film director that it's a bit of a spoiler, but film director that wanted to go someone to interview him, and then he ends up becoming sort of like a friend to him, and I think it's Jack, do you have anything?
I don't know how much to say in the film, if I'm being honest. The acting's great. Brendan Fraser, Taki Hiroro. I'm gonna be really bad at these names. Marari, all the main cast is great. They're brilliant, and the cinematography I like, especially when they go to different town with the director.
Yeah.
That was really good looking. Also, the opening. I like the opening where it's just shots of Japan. Just sets the tone, I think, for how chill the film is.
Yeah, I love this. You love the beginning. I love the ending. I thought that was, the great.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was really great. I'm not actually gonna say the last bit of it because I'm not trying to do huge spoilers, so I don't really want to end the film. But I just thought the ending was really, really heartwarming, really great.
Oh no, that's great.
Yeah. Is there any last words you have?
Oh yeah. I remember when this film, everyone was gonna say it's gonna get a lot of award buzz, and it didn't. And then when it released, no one talked about it. And I think it should, at least. If I'm gonna be honest, I would have. Maybe a best actor nom, maybe a original script, but I don't think. I do think a lot of.
I think the problem.
What are you saying?
I think the problem is it's so packed, the categories now, that I think that it's going to be so hard to get into all these films because you have these behemoth of films. You got, your Sinners, your One Battles, your Mighty Supreme, your Cinema Valley. I know, it was just an accident, incredible, but it doesn't look like it'll be winning anything. Your Secret Agent. You've got so many great films that have all up for these award buzz next year, and I think that it's going to be so hard for a film like Rental Family, as much as it deserves it, to be getting some awards. Award type, but it's just not getting any.
I've heard nothing about this film. I don't know many people have seen it besides you, Edwick, and that's it. And I think more people should go see it, because I think it is that good. It just feels like barely anyone I know has seen it.
What is your final rating of Rental Family?
4.5 out of 5. I did really enjoy it. More than expected. I didn't expect to like it as much, but I thought it was really good.
Yeah. For me, it's a 3.5 out of 5. I thought it was really great. Just a lot of really, really good things. Some really nice shots, some really great acting from Brendan Fraser. It's overall just a really nice, really chill film. Like you said, it's very not relaxing, but it's very, I don't know, it's such a likable film, I think, and it's very what's the word? Very mass appealing, I think. But when I say mass appealing, I don't think it'll be. Yeah, I don't think it'll get the popularity it deserves, but I think it's a film for everybody. I think everyone can get some enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my lasting words on Rent a Family. So yeah, 3.5. I thought it was really great. But I just don't think it blew me away or anything like that.